Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
We just got a report right now that there was a jubilation in the palace among the subjects of the Ooni of Ife, and also it was a mixed feeling, as you know, a lot of people were very excited. They celebrated the fact that things are coming back to what they used to be, while they said the Oloris were very sad. Also, and the reason happens to be that Queen Naomi entered the royal kitchen for the first time in a year to make Ooni of Ife's meal to welcome him back from China as Ooni demanded. Now, you know that since this reconciliation thing started between Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi, one thing they have been doing is that they have been working very hard to kind of try and fix their relationship. And if you are a relationship expert, you know that the best way to make this happen is to, think about spending time together. Now, the fact that Naomi is always going her own way, and so as we are hearing, if the information is correct, that the Ooni of Ife wives were really surprised to have seen that Olori Naomi went straight to the kitchen. Royal maidens were celebrating really there to support Olori Naomi. And upon what they heard, they said Ooni had sent a message across to the palace that Olori Naomi needs to come and prepare his meal for him to eat Nigerian meal when he comes back. You know, the entire time he's been in China. Usually that happens to a lot of people when they travel out of the country. They begin to crave for, what they know, what they have always known. And for the Ooni of Ife is, of course, the Nigerian kind of meal, okay? And so the best person that he wanted to prepare the meal for him was Olori Naomi, as it is said that he asked Naomi to come to the palace. Now, for those of you who do not know, for the last 1 year, this will be the first time Olori Naomi entered the royal palace. And let me give you an insight on how the royal palace is designed. Now, Ooni of Ife's kitchen is completely different from the Olori's kitchen. The Oloris are living in their own various apartments, okay? They cook for themselves, they take care of themselves and all of that. But when it comes to what the king eats his own meal that is usually traditionally prepared by his own, chef, okay? They have 3 chefs who are cooking for the Ooni of Ife, and they prepare his meals. His Oloris are not mandated or are not even allowed to prepare meals for the Ooni of Ife. Not that if they prepare meals, he will not eat. At intervals, like during occasions, they prepare meal for him. Like one person might decide that I want to make dinner and have a time with my husband, they will prepare, okay? But those kind of meals are being, overseen by a royal chef, okay? So basically, it's only the cooks who prepare meals for the Ooni of Ife. And you know that it's not anybody anywhere that can enter the palace and make food for the Ooni of Ife. Before you be qualified to make food for the Ooni of Ife, you would have gone through certain rituals, you would have gone through oath and all of that. And the Ooni of Ife's cooks are usually men and not women. Now, why are his cooks usually men and not women? It happens to be because when a woman is on that time of the month or in that time of the month, the woman is not supposed to cook for the Ooni of Ife. Ooni of Ife is not supposed to eat food from anybody who is having that period. So, and that is why his own personal chef are always men. I just wanted to give you an insight on how the palace works. So, when the Oloris heard that Ooni of Ife had mandated Olori Naomi to come and make the meal that he will be eating when when he comes back, they say that the Oloris were very, very upset, and they were really, really worried, like they didn't even know what to make out of it. But however, as we are hearing, if the information is true, they said it was such a celebration in the palace for people to begin to see things falling into place the way things are falling into place, because this happens to be the last thing that anybody was expecting at this point, that things will get as good as they are right now. You know what has happened in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, between Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi. You know that like a month ago or 2 months ago, we thought it was over. Everybody gave up, like it's over. Naomi should go and Naomi should go. And that is why they keep saying that the thought of man is completely different from the thought of God. When God says something will be, there's nothing that you can do about it, because in the hearts of women, especially the Oloris, they thought that it was over between Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi. But see how far they have come. God has been faithful. God has, fixed that relationship. Like that relationship between Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi is a relationship that God has designed. And I know that no matter the struggles, God is going to make everything fall in place for this couple, and they are going to enjoy this marriage the way they are supposed to enjoy it. I think the Ooni of Ife is beginning to see things from a different perspective, and the good thing again is the fact that both of them are trying to work out that relationship, because of course you need to get to that point where you understand that spending time with your partner is very essential for the growth of a relationship, for you to be able to work out a relationship. They say Naomi was right there in the kitchen trying to prepare meals for the Ooni of Ife, and got a lot of support, that people were coming from everywhere in the palace, coming to show support and all of that. And they said Blow was also coming there to show support from time to time. Now, Blow has maintained that, yes, she wants Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife, even though people have told Olori Naomi to be very, very careful with Blow. I do know that Naomi is a very smart girl. I do know that she is being as careful as possible. But however, when somebody is trying to show you some kind of support, this kind of support, is important that you do not put the person off by just giving them the back of your hand. And that is the way I think Olori Naomi is operating. They said it was such a thing of jubilation seeing Naomi walk up to the palace kitchen, that when she came into the palace, she had bags of stuff. Apparently she went to the market. Apparently she bought all the things she needed to use to prepare Kabiyesi's meal, and she had her girls following her back to back to support her right there in the kitchen. And it was such joy to behold. Like, people were so happy to see that she was mounting her own kitchen yet again. Remember when she was in the palace, she used to cook for her husband. Things are completely different right now. Right now, it's only the cooks that are allowed to cook for her husband, but Oloris are not allowed. Those days, the cooks were cooking, but Olori Naomi was also allowed to cook for her husband. But right now, it's different. And I guess it is even because of this that people appreciated her coming to the kitchen so much. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.